Oh, these get bigger. Oh my God. Before we get started, guys, a massive shout out to Techtron for sending their Ultra 5000 e-scooter for review. If you didn't watch a couple of videos ago, the Pro 3500, I'll leave that linked up there. Go check that out. We're going to be looking at this Ultra 5000. We'll try and unbox it. If we don't have time or we don't have room to actually do it, we'll get it all out on the table. I'll show you the contents. We'll look at the features and benefits. We'll then absolutely thrash it, and then we'll come back and hopefully, joined by my son, I'll tell you the good, the bad and the ugly, and is it actually worth it? Let's do this. Let's look at some of the startling differences between this one and the 3500. This can actually do 40 kilometers in terms of travel distance, whereas the other one can do 25. This does say it can do 25 kilometers an hour like the 3500, but you can unlock this to 40 kilometers an hour with the app. It's got 500 watt worth of motor and a peak power of 1000 watts, whereas the other one is 350 watts. And this one's actually got front and rear suspension as well. Give you a little bit more comfortable ride. It also comes with the same contents in terms of bottle holder, phone holder, instruction manuals, hex keys, screws and a charging adapter. It does also have a powerful headlight. Now I can tell you, putting these side by side, that the headlight on this one is much more powerful than the previous one. It's also got the advanced onboard computer, so you can check all your settings, unlock certain features, and we'll show you that a little bit later. This one's actually got a 48 volt 12 amp lithium battery, whereas the previous one, that one actually has a 37 volt 7.5 amp battery. This one's also got 10-inch pneumatic off-road tyres, a lot more bulky, thicker, big boy tyres. And then the last point, guys, is this USB charging point. So whilst you're using your phone to connect to the actual e-scooter via Bluetooth, you can actually be charging your phone at the same time if you require it. And the last thing to mention on this side, guys, is the 6-hour super fast charge. Not to mention the free app, which is super slick, guys, and we'll go through very shortly. And there we have it, guys. 5 minutes. Everything that you're going to need for a whole lot of fun within that box. Way too big to actually unbox it in here. So I've quickly took everything out, got rid of all the rubbish. Contents are this actual charger. We've got our bottle holder, we've got our phone holder, and then they actually give you all the Allen keys, hex bolts and everything else that's required. If you didn't check out the last 3500 one, guys, check that out because the assembly is exactly the same. Basically 2 screws on the side, 2 more screws on the side, and essentially you just pop the handlebars together and you're well away. 2-3 minutes tops, 4 hex screws, 3 connections on the electrics, all done, no problems at all. I can already tell you now, it's twice as heavy as the previous 3500, but I kind of like that. Humongous bulky tyres, massive stand board, feels a bit more manly, and to be honest, I can already tell this one's more aimed at either a teenager or adult as well. I'm sure my 9-year-old will still enjoy it though. It still comes with this handy hook feature which is here, allows you to pick it up, even though I wouldn't want to be carrying that for any sort of distance whatsoever. Unhook that like that, no problem, and then we can slide it up without knocking the camera out of place. It's got a new mechanism. All you got to do is slide it into place and then turn this knob, basically tighten it until you can't tighten it no more. Comes with this nifty stand. It's got this amazing little thing here at the back. I'm not an e-scooter guy, but what I can tell you is this is going to be quite cool if you want to do little wheelies or you want to actually get your back foot out the way. You're not going to get it caught in the actual back wheel or anything like that. Now it's off the table, we'll hold the power button down and it comes on by a beep. We can press the power button once and the light should come on. There we go. We've also got a light that illuminates the fascia plate here, so that's quite nice as well. We've got an on-off button on the left here. Let's turn it on. Brace your ears. Jamie crackers, that is one of the loudest horns that you will ever need. And then it also comes equipped with this front and rear disc brakes as well, guys. So they also look a little better quality in terms of the 3500 as well. So overall, I'm really impressed. Let's hook up to the actual app itself and walk you through that. One of the great things, guys, you can get it on Apple App Store or on the Play Store if you're on Android, or in the instruction manual, it does come with a Q code. Just go ahead, scan that, and it'll take you straight through to the actual app itself. If we want to in here, guys, we can turn on and off the actual lights themselves. We're actually in speed mode 3 at this moment in time, and we can go in there and change that by 1, 2, or 3, indicated by beeps as well. And we can turn cruise control on or off if we want to do that. Some other important information here, guys, is we can actually lock the e-scooter itself. So if somebody actually wants to come up and push it, it will actually make a beep. It's not a huge beep, not like the horns going off, so it's not going to actually attract that much attention, but it does introduce a little bit of restriction or friction on the actual wheels to make it hard to move, and it does make a beep here and there. Heading into the settings, we can see in here, we can change it from imperial to metric, depending on which one you prefer. In terms of the modes themselves, so mode 1, mode 2, and mode 3, all of them are restricted to 15 miles an hour. But what we can do is increase that from 15 miles an hour all the way to 24. One of the most important features in this Techtron app is this 0 start setting. Effectively, if you've got this turned off, it means that you will have to push start before the actual motors will engage. I was there pressing the button, I was like, oh my God, have they sent me a dodgy one? Nothing's working. It wasn't until I watched or read the instructions, I actually found this 0 start, pressed it on, and as soon as I pressed it, well, I left this mark here on the table and I thought, yes, we're going. But if you don't have this engaged, you can just step onto the e-scooter, push off, and as soon as that actually gets some momentum, you're good to go. Within the app, you can also access the trip information. So you can look at the total mileage, you can look at the scooter temperature, you can look at the driving time, the current speed, voltage, power. A lot of this stuff you'll never need to know, but it's nice to have some visibility of it. One of the other things is also the app version and a firmware upgrade. If there's any updates, you can do that as well. So that's enough about the app, guys. Let's take a look at the difference in the actual chargers themselves. So this is the Ultra 5000, this is the Pro 3500. In essence, 110 volts, 240 volt, 50-60 hertz, exactly the same. But the output, guys, is 2 amp, 110 watts, whereas this one's 1.5 amp, 63 watts. You can tell there's a massive difference in terms of size, and essentially we have also got a different connector that goes into the e-scooters. This is the 3500 and this here is the 5000. So much bigger due to the fact that that's a 500 watt one and the Pro 3500 is a lot smaller. Enough about the features and benefits. Let's actually get my son. Let's go and give it an absolute thrashing, and then we'll meet you back here once we had a little bit of fun. So here we are, guys, down back at the park. Elite 5000, Pro 3500, side-by-side comparison, and obviously there's a bit of a difference here. So, Eben, you've not seen these, you didn't do the unboxing with me, so what's your thoughts?
I think that's going to be way better when driving it.
Why is it going to be way better? Because you enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
What makes you say that?
I mean, look at the wheels though.
Yeah, they are chunky ones, aren't they, compared to them ones?
I know.
Yeah, and this baseboard here is a lot bigger as well, isn't it? So are you going to be a bit scared driving this one?
I think I might be.
I think you might be. Right, what we'll do then is, obviously we've given you a walk down on the features and benefits and the differences between this one and that one. We're going to fly around the park, give it a good belting, hopefully all be okay. Yeah? And then we'll come back, we'll see you in the studio once we've had a bit of fun. Yeah?
Yeah.
Excited?
Definitely.
Let's race.
Oh no.
Do you want to go on that one or this one?
That one.
You want to go on that one? Right, okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah! God almighty, you're gone! 3, 2, 1, go.
Uh-oh.
Ah! I win! So now that you've been flying up and down there, we've been across grass, we've been everywhere, we've got 4 battery bars left, which means it's going to have to charge up for another hour. Yeah?
Great.
What do you think to it, Eben?
It's really good. I thought I was impressed by the other one, but this has just blown my mind actually.
Is it faster?
Definitely.
Why? Why is it faster?
I don't know, it's just it keeps getting upgraded and faster.
So guys, we're going to fly back from here because we're losing the light now, and we'll see you back in the cabin. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right then guys, we're back in the cabin. It's absolutely pitch black outside, and by God, we've just thrashed this. Across the grass, up the paths, down the hill, up the hill, you name it. We took it out on full battery as I've shown previously. We brought it back with 4 bars. We've been out for about 40 minutes, and God almighty, it's been so much fun. Have you enjoyed it?
Definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dead important question.
Okay.
Do you prefer this one or the other one?
That one.
This one.
Yeah.
Tell me something that you really, really like about it.
I like how the tyres are way much bigger to make me like
Bit more balanced.
yeah, a bit more balanced.
And when you also said about this baseboard, stand board being a lot bigger as well, yeah?
Yeah, so it helps my feet like stay on it.
Right, okay. And I think that's something that I really noticed as well, guys. I liked the thicker tyres. I also, because I'm much bigger, weigh a lot more than you. Having this bigger baseboard or stand board meant that my size 10s meant that they could sit there more than comfortable enough. So, tell me something that you didn't like about it.
I didn't like about the handlebars being so big for me like a child because I struggled to like reach them.
Ah, right, okay. So with it being a lot bigger
Yeah.
and this not being adjustable, you felt like you were a bit up there, did you?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So you prefer the other one in that case. Do you think it would be amazing if they could make adjustable stand here so you could higher and lower it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But you really liked the speed of it, didn't you? So this one goes how fast?
24 miles per hour.
24 miles an hour? Did you manage to get 24 miles an hour?
No, I got like 20, but not quite 24.
You was too scared, weren't you?
Yeah.
But you could tell a difference, couldn't you? Yeah. So you might not think there is a big difference between that 9-10 miles an hour, but there is when you're so low to the ground as well. So overall, I think one of the things that I disliked was the fact that whilst you can unlock it in the app, which is amazing, and don't get me wrong guys, I did hit 24 miles an hour on this, no problems at all. Very, very powerful. But as soon as I gave you my phone and it disconnected from Bluetooth, I couldn't go above the 15 miles an hour, could I?
No.
So I quickly took the phone back off you, put it in my pocket, and then we started flying again, didn't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think guys, overall, it was very, very good. I thoroughly enjoyed it. This one's a bit more beefy, a bit more manly. As my son said, this one's tailored for more of a teenager, if not adult, whereas the other one would be absolutely perfect for children and stuff like that. Yeah?
Yeah.
My next question is this. Now we've got 2, we don't actually need 2, do we?
No.
Are you sure? I could keep this one, you could keep the other one.
I would like to give a giveaway.
You want a giveaway?
Yeah.
Right. So there you have it, guys. My son said it's coming up to Christmas. He'd like to give one of my lucky subscribers a chance to actually win the Pro 3500 version. So are you sure you want to give it away?
Yeah, I'm feeling generous.
You're feeling generous.
It's coming to Christmas.
It's coming to Christmas, right. So what do you have to do in order to enter this giveaway, guys? So the giveaway is going to be very, very straightforward. You've got to like this video. You've got to like the other 3500 Pro version review as well. You've got to leave a comment on this video and make sure you're subscribed. I would also like you to head over to Techtron's YouTube, Facebook and other socials that will be listed down below in the description. Go and show them some love as well, guys, because ultimately I didn't pay for these. They were sent out free of charge. and I really appreciate that from Techtron. Due to the size, guys, and the weight of these, whilst I'm quite lucky to be able to give one away, I'm not going to be able to pay for shipping abroad. So we've got all the original boxes, we've got absolutely everything. I'll choose one of the lucky winners from the comments section, so make sure that you do follow what we said. Comment, subscribe on mine and on the socials from Techtron. Whatever comment is actually best, we'll choose together.
Yeah.
And then we'll announce it. Should we say 7 days?
5.
5 days.
Yeah.
So 5 days from when we post the video.
Yeah.
A big shout out to my son for giving away a lucky person a nice Christmas present. We'll clean it all up and everything like that. So guys, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Techtron. Much appreciated. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, check out my affiliate link down below in the description as well. A lot of you actually picked up the Pro 3500 off of that link, so much love to all of you guys. I hope you're enjoying it. If you have, leave a comment down below. Anything from you?
No.
No? Guys, we wish you all the very best. Take care. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.